My name is Caroline McGroary. I am a lecturer in accounting with Dublin City University. I am originally from Donegal and I work between Dublin and Saudi Arabia. I first joined DCU in 2010 and before I joined DCU, I actually trained as a chartered accountant with Deloitte. And I suppose just to give you a little bit of background about how I got to Deloitte, when I was in school doing my Leaving Cert, I always had a great interest in accounting. And as a result, I pursued a degree in accounting and finance and then a master's in accounting. And ultimately, I was equally interested in education, but wanted the chartered accountancy qualification because I knew the doors that it would open for me. So I pursued the chartered accountancy qualification, and as I now am a lecturer in Dublin City University, it opened that door for me and gave me the opportunity to travel internationally. So as a lecturer, I have the privilege of being able to integrate education about the UN SDGs into my curriculum design. And just to give an example of how I have done this over the last year in particular, it was really around an initiative that I designed around financial literacy. And this was very much inspired by the FinBiz 2030 initiative. And I saw the opportunity to address this issue both in the classroom with my students, but then to empower my students to go out into the local communities to try and address this issue in the community. So really what this was an example of, it was an example of SDG 4, which is quality education, and how that could act as an enabler of SDG 5, which is gender equality. Just to give you a little bit of background on that, this was targeted at my students in Saudi Arabia. And in Saudi Arabia, women are considered at risk of financial exclusion. And this was directly relevant to my student body and then equally in the community. So I wanted the opportunity to do it in the classroom and then empower the students as well. The initiative itself got a lot of support from a lot of different industry partners, and many industry partners helped develop a number of workshops to help develop the financial literacy levels of the students, and then to educate them on the SDGs as well. And then the students themselves were able to bring their knowledge of the SDGs and financial literacy out to their communities. It got huge support, and just to give a few examples, it had the social media campaign around it, reached over 1 million social media users. It had a lot of industry support. Actually, it went as far as governmental level. It was nominated for a number of awards, and it equally has been presented at international conferences. And I think what this is an example of is when you have a network of people coming together, both students, lecturers, professional bodies like Chartered Accountants Ireland, and when we all support each other, we can really drive forward change on the UN SDGs. It would be such a privilege to be chosen as the Chartered Star to represent Chartered Accountants Ireland. I believe that it is such a unique platform for an accountant to drive forward change on the UN SDGs. It's an area that I'm hugely passionate about, and I've been working a lot on, in particular over the last year. And it would really be, as I said, such a privilege to be able to build on the work that the other Chartered Stars have been doing for the last number of years, and to build the network, to share the work that I've been doing along with the FinBiz 2030 task force, and not only to share that work and build that network at the summit, but to go beyond that. And as I said, to just work together as a community. And if I had the privilege of being chosen, I would embrace that role wholeheartedly.